Lots of things have changed in life over the last 12 months or so, and I'm no different. Originally, my comeback to competition was about trying to rekindle my cycling career, but it turns out all I was really doing was running away from a world and a life that was making me miserable. I quit my job, I fell back in love with life, I fell back in love with riding bikes, and I refound happiness. Now, my comeback to competition is all about new experiences and having fun, helping to pass on my knowledge to younger riders and providing myself with purpose and direction to help maintain my health. On the 4th of April, Easter Sunday, exactly 1,040 days since my last competitive event on British soil, I took part in a bike race, a local cross-country mountain bike race at Gramacombe in Devon. Halfway through cleaning my bike, somewhat annoyingly, I've decided to leave all the little changes I'm going to make until the absolute last minute, meaning I clean it on Friday, which is today, ride it again tomorrow, Saturday, then clean it again. But it's the only way to ensure that the little changes I make I'm actually happy with. If I had more time or spare time, I could have done this earlier in the week. You probably heard just then, I'm not the only one. Not the only one cleaning my bike today. Hence the noise against the shed. But yeah, Lapierre scrub down, time for clean bikes. In my little list of jobs, removing the mudguard to make it a little bit lighter, and I actually have some new tyres as well. And then suspension, setup, gears, because they were getting a little bit, could be better. Then run through that, ride it tomorrow. Pre-race openers, a few technical runs. Have a nice Easter weekend basically. Here we go. Took a little bit longer than expected, but I think it's well worth it. Not actually ridden these tyres yet, but based on reviews on the interwebs, apparently they're okay. So we'll find that out tomorrow when we go for a ride. I think it looks pretty good. I now have my 36 tooth rotor ring on the front, my Q ring, which I love. Before it was a 34. I'm still hoping for a 38 at some point, though having seen the course tomorrow it might be quite hilly, or on Sunday it's quite hilly, so you don't pedal going downhill, do you? Not really. Yeah. A few more bits to clean tomorrow after the ride. I'll take you on the ride. We'll see what it's all like. For some reason I never mentioned it at the time, but last October, September, October, November, I had a set of new wheels for this bike. They're aluminium WTB rims with I-25 rims. That means internal rim width 25mm. But Industry 9 hubs, and listen to this. I think they sound amazing. Tristan and I've made it to Unity Woods. Gonna do our little pre-race shakedown. We've both got, it looks like we have the same tyres. Not quite. Tristan's gone for the slightly racier, what are they?
Peyote.
Peyote. That's Tristan's pronunciation.
Yeah.
I've gone for Barzo, just because it sounds aggressive and they were cheap.
Russian.
It looks quite nice there. So far, so good. I blew my tyres up way too hard. Had nowhere near enough grip on all the, everything's so dry and dusty. It was exciting, but it wasn't fast. So now we're going to mess around in the woods for a bit, and then tomorrow you'll see us in Devon for a bike race. First time over the border for months.
Need to throw up then.
Ooh, big county rivalry.
Ready? Yeah. You know, like a few short, sharp efforts. Get the legs, body and bike all going. I could definitely let more air out of these tyres.
Do you see that? 7.
What are you doing, Tristan?
Changing my rebound because it's too slow on the compression, the bottom drop. That last one.
I'm going to let more air out of my tyres.
Yeah?
Yeah.
From 20.
From 24 in the back and 22 in the front. I reckon 2 psi lower, so 22 and 20.
It feels loose on those corners, but I was scared to lean over that top lip.
Yeah.
Before the, not double, but.
Can we do that one again?
Yeah.
That was nice. I like that. I'll put it on the chest cam next time.
It's finally dry. This
Can't really see where I'm going.
It's not quite so smooth though, is it?
No, it's not.
The puddles were, I don't know, it's kind of worn away from where the puddles were.
Yeah, they're deep, aren't they?
Yeah, the lips all messed up. I couldn't even jump 2 of them.
I can't jump any of them either, so it's alright. Go a little bit faster. Oh, I got your mud. Come on, again.
just. Oh. I don't know what I did in that other corner. Oh, my tyres aren't hard enough now. You nervous?
I can't speak because I'm so nervous.
We've made it to the start of the race, but I'm not the only one that's racing. We've got little Master Opie boss, my little boy, has decided to do his first mountain bike race and he's quite excited. We've just ridden around the course for the kids. It's really, really nice. It's slightly shorter than ours, stays closer to the main car park, which as a parent is quite a good idea, I think. It's really nice. It's pretty dry. Some few like tacky bits. You're going to enjoy it as well? A few tacky bits, but as you can see, perfect athlete's breakfast for a 9-year-old.
No. Easter eggs. Don't have eggs in the morning.
Enjoy.
Well done, Bo.
Remember the overtake at the tree?
Nice little smile. Good job, Baz. Hey, Flo. Smile. Looking good, Baz. Good job, Baz. Looking smooth.
Right. Timing belt there for the man here.
How was it? Did you get a little fist bump?
Yeah.
Stressful?
Yeah, my back's in huge pain.
Oh no.
Oh gosh. Do you want lunch now? Oh yeah.
You go and give the man your wristband, your ankle bracelet.
Yeah.
Right, practice lap is done. It's a fun circuit. I'll show you a few small clips of some of the bits that we did on it.
It's a good circuit for soft suspension, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm not running.
Well, I just think I put some air in my shock yesterday at the back, and I thought
You can run pretty soft.
my feet hurt now. Caution! There's some good lines there, aren't there?
Yeah.
Nicky. That's quite a hard right turn as well.
Most important bit now is a few cups of coffee, 1 cup of coffee, a few bread rolls. Relax for a little bit because we have nearly an hour to go, and then slowly start thinking about warming up. If I'm really honest, 2 practice laps were harder than I expected, so I think it's gonna be, well, I don't think, it's guaranteed to be tough. It's one of those circuits where you pedal quite a lot across quite a lot of rough terrain, lots of routes, but it's a really nice circuit. I think it's going to be quite an enjoyable circuit to race. And the weirdest thing is going to an event, genuinely having absolutely no idea how it's going to go, and that not necessarily mattering. Like it's all a new experience, it's an adventure, and that, as someone that's raced a bike for so many years, is quite a unique experience because you spend so many weekends just going through the same thing, another race, another race. You know exactly how to prepare for a road race, you know exactly what to expect because you've done the research. This whole new world, and that's exactly why I wanted it, just to experience something new. I think that's important in life.
I'm really happy.
Pulled away, isn't he?
Hold on, babe. There he is.
Daddy! Daddy! He took his tongue out.
Did he?
Yeah. What? Daddy! Well done, Tristan! Woo! Well done, Tristan! I'm going to find Daddy. Mommy, I'm off to find Daddy. Woo! Well done!
Seemed like a good idea at home.
And now?
Tristan did beat me, and now I don't know. I'd like to fall asleep. I think for the rest of the bank holiday. Honestly, it was so hard.
You need a shower.
I do need a shower. I can smell myself as well. Smelly.
Yeah, second to Harry. Big gap to him, to be honest. He was gone from the start. And yeah, I never really saw him once he was gone outside, that was it. But yeah, first few laps were proper struggle, slog. And then after that, kind of settled into it. Got going again, put a bit of a gap into Charlie, who's also on the team I was riding with for a bit. And yeah, once I kind of dropped him, I kind of settled into my own pace and just rode out to the finish. But last lap was a struggle, and yeah, I'm glad it's over now.
So mountain biking is one big social occasion. That's one thing I've learned over the last few years. And we have someone here that you may, if you haven't, you should check out their podcast, Georgia Mahoney from the Cycling Talk podcast. Georgia's going to tell us all about her mountain bike race this morning.
Yeah, so it was my first ever actual under 14 race, and I was really excited for it, but it was my first time riding the full course. It was really good, but I was nearly lapped, so then I had to do 3 laps and it was a full hour, but I had a really good time, and I'm glad that I got the experience of the full course.
And we're going to pop a link up in, where's the top left? That way? Or is it going to be that way? I can't work these things. It's Monday morning, it's the day after the race, and I think it's more than fair enough to say my body is a little bit battered and bruised. Not bruised, just broken. Tristan, on the other hand, looks like he didn't race at all yesterday.
Not true.
Not true.
It's a complete lie.
It was hard. It was 1 hour, well, for you, 1 hour 33.
Yeah.
Flat out. Tristan finished second in his race in the elite category. I could only enter the sport category because of the licensing issues. British Cycling, thank you very much for your bizarre licensing setup. I can't even speak, I'm that tired. So I was in the sport category. I did win that. I'm not sure if it went down that well with everyone. Judging by one of the comments on Instagram this morning, couldn't work out if it's a snidey remark or not. But I could only race the event I'm allowed to race, and it is a quest to get an elite license. My time, I think, would have put me in 3rd or 4th in the elite race. I can't remember now. But it was good. I'm going to share some more information with you about the race because it was quite different to, I think it's fair to say, what I was expecting. I was thinking it'd be like a tour series, which is just hard, break, corner, but it's not. It's like that times 10. It was a lot more intense, and it's a proper full body workout. Like, I'll show you my power numbers. They are so far beneath what is possible on a smooth surface, and that was a real rude awakening for me. But I really enjoyed it. It's good fun. It's a really nice atmosphere. Like I said, I'll give you a little bit more of a talk in a minute. We're going out for a nice 2-hour endurance ride just to get moving, get everything flushed out of your system, because a race like that is hard. You need to recover properly, otherwise you'll never be good for the next one. And the next one, was it Woody's at the end of this month or the start of next month?
Start of May.
Start of May in Cornwall, so that'll be good as well. So the races are few and far between at the moment, but they're fun, and it's nice to build towards a target, and have 3 weeks or 4 weeks now to prepare for the next one, improve. So it's good. We're going to share some riding clips from today, and I'll give you more of a debrief in a minute. As much fun as the sand dune blast was on tight legs, didn't know if we're going to make it to the end of the beach before the tide comes in. It's not very far, it's just you can't actually see how far the tide is. And I can't keep up with Tristan. Hey look, beach racing. Oh, not at the time. Hey? At the time? Yeah. Can we climb over the rocks? Right then, let's have a little look through the Training Peaks data. Maximum heart rate 191 and the average was 172. I'm fairly certain it's the first time for years that my heart rate's been anywhere near that high for that long. And you'll notice that the TSS is also really high for an event of that duration, 180. The hardest bit, to be really honest, was just pedaling over the little tiny bumps. Like, it wasn't a mega technical course, but trying to float over the saddle and maintain that power output, that's what really got to my back. Obviously a weak spot at the moment, something I need to work on a little bit. It was the 55-minute mark where things start to fall apart for me a little bit. You'll notice here that all of a sudden my heart rate drops. I'm no longer able to get it back to that level and maintain it where it was before, meaning that I'd sat up a little bit and I just couldn't get back to pushing on the pedals as hard as I was previously. I started to lose around a minute to a minute and a half on each of those last 2.5 to 3 laps. To the point that I started to wonder if I was actually even going to make the finish. That's how bad I started to feel. I started to feel properly empty, and I think the heart rate really shows that there. You can see that it's quite a lot lower than it was earlier in the race. Things that I need to work on. Well, I'm not as light as I used to be when I was a cyclist years ago. I'm probably a good 5 kilos heavier than I could be, should be, or need to be. So I'm going to pay a little bit more attention to what I eat, what I drink. I've definitely struggled for motivation throughout this entire COVID period. Like, I've ridden less than I was riding before, and also with no distinct goal at the end of it, it's been really hard to make the same sacrifices that I was used to making as a bike rider. You know, you maybe miss one extra dessert or something like that. Just tiny little things, they all add up over the course of a few months. And that's how I've ended up not being quite as fit as I might like to be. However, having discussed things with Stefan, looking to turn that around now by just increasing the length of one of my rides each week and also the intensity on that ride as well. So hopefully we'll start to see some results fairly quickly, as in performance results, not necessarily race results. I need to work throughout the categories to build up from the sport to the elite license category. However, at the moment, no one's scoring any points. That's going to prove to be quite difficult. But yeah, that's it. I'm looking forward to the next one. It's a couple of weeks away. Going to be training hard and taking it a little bit more seriously each and every event, and we'll see what progress we can make throughout the year. It's good fun to be trying a new challenge, and I'm enjoying it. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. I'm going to be bringing a video similar to this after every single event. Hopefully a little bit more timely. Hopefully you won't have to wait another 10 days. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye.